Good morning, everyone. Today, I want to speak about something that is not just an art form for me, but a way of living, expressing, and remembering dance. Dance for me is not limited to a stage or an audience. It is a craft, and like every craft, it is shaped slowly through practice, repetition, emotion, and experience. Over the years, my relationship with dance has evolved from school stages to cultural auditoriums, from small gatherings to larger performances, and from structured choreography to spontaneous celebration. I still remember my early days on the school stage. Annual functions were not just events, they were milestones. The nervous excitement backstage, adjusting costumes, waiting for the music to begin, and then stepping into the spotlight for those few moments where everything else disappeared. In those moments, I didn't fully understand technique or discipline, I only understood feeling. Dance was joy. As I moved forward in school life, dance became more frequent and more expressive. It was no longer limited to annual functions. It became part of cultural shows and auditoriums, inter-school competitions, and even informal performances. Each stage taught something different. Some taught confidence, some taught coordination, some taught failure and learning again. Then came college life, where dance took on a new dimension. It was no longer just participation, it became responsibility. Cultural events, departmental activities, and stage management brought me closer to choreography, planning, and guiding others. I began hosting dances, coordinating performances, and understanding how movement is not just about individual expression but collective timing and harmony. At this stage, I started seeing dance as a craft. It is built because it is not an accidental. It requires understanding, space, rhythm, storytelling, and emotion. When choreography is good, dance stops being just movement, it becomes communication. Alongside stage performances, dance also entered my everyday life. Home dance, party dance, wedding celebrations, these became spaces of freedom. There was no pressure of perfection, no rehearsal, no judgment. It reminded me that dance is not always about performance. Sometimes it is simply about release. But what truly expanded my understanding was exploring classical dance and later attending Latin dance workshops. Classical dance taught discipline, structure, and precision. It taught me that every gesture carries meaning. Latin dance, on the other hand, brought energy, flow, and connection. It taught me rhythm in a completely different language of the body. Between these two extremes, discipline and freedom, I began to understand dance more deeply. It is both controlled and uncontrolled. It is planned and spontaneous. It is individual and collective. It is practice and emotion together. Looking back, I realize dance has been present in different forms across different phases of life. From school stages to college auditoriums, from cultural shows and stadiums to apartment celebrations during important events, from choreographed performances to casual movement in daily life, it has always been there. From watching celebrities dancing on YouTube, in movies, and somewhere along this journey, I understood something important. Dance is not defined by the size of the stage, it is defined by intention. A small room can hold as much as experience as a stadium if the movement is honest. Even now, when I think of dance, I don't see it as something I perform. I see it as something I continue to learn. Every style, every stage, every audience adds a layer to this craft. So when I say dance is a craft, I mean it is built over time. It is shaped by experience. It grows with discipline and freedom together. And most importantly, it stays alive only when we keep moving, both on stage and in life. Thank you.